welcome to IHMR family. Today we are starting the first webinar alumni series, and we have Dr. Richa with us, and it will be hosted by our own students, Akash Sharma and Dr. Isha. For the ease of the webinar, we are muting all your phones, and if you think the video is if you think that the internet is not stable, kindly switch off the video. You can listen to us. Over to Isha, Akash.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. How is the lockdown treating you all? I know you guys can't answer the question, but I think this is the most socialization we have come across in the past few days. So, hello, Richa ma'am.
Hello.
You are an esteemed alumni of IHMR Bangalore. And you know, like there are some certain alumni which every teacher tells you about. You are one of those.
Thank you so much to know that.
So we have heard a lot about you. And that is why I am very glad that the college took this initiative of letting us chat with you, have a one-to-one conversation. So hello once again, ma'am. I hope the lockdown is treating you well.
Definitely.
So let's start with the question answer, ma'am.
Yes, sure.
Yes. So the very first question, what motivated you to choose management as a career?
Hello, everyone. Actually, my bachelor's was in physiotherapy, and I have first worked for 4-5 years, and then thought to doing my master's in healthcare only. And as I was a healthcare professional in the bachelor, and I was in 5 years down the line, I was done with all the experiments, whatever I could have done in physiotherapy. So I'm the person who has craving of something to new. Next what, that craving. So that was I thought to be switched to the managerial skill and all. And how much ever I was reading the books and all that, but that was out, I was not finding it very much of comfortable to be getting each and everything in that. So thought to be better to be get why don't you this course. So that's what I thought to be come to this level over here. So that's what I joined the management.
What intrigues me the most is what do you mean by experiments in physiotherapy? What all experiments did you do in physiotherapy initially?
Yeah, so in physiotherapy, whatever the aspects I could have been worked, either in the bigger hospital, a small hospital, clinical, this thing, home visits, and I have done all these things, even corporate talk, everything I was done with. So I was looking for the next level, what the progress if I do. So then bachelor's was not the sufficient. So I needed to be master's to be, understand a lot of, medical technologies behind that one, healthcare insurance, how it works, healthcare, how it works, the patient's aspect, behavioral management, a lot of things which is we do not get to learn in the bachelor's degree, any courses. So that's what I felt to be, and as healthcare why I choose, because definitely I was in healthcare background. So that's what I wanted, something the same stream to be come in that direction. So that was
okay, ma'am. Fair enough. And for the ease of all our viewers and listeners, can we please know a gist of Dr. Richa Singh? Like, who is Dr. Richa professionally?
As a degree, definitely physiotherapist and the healthcare professional. But as my work, as I told you, I work in the many aspects at the same time. So only for my differences, you can say as an entrepreneur, I'm working, and same time I have my own setup also, healthcare this thing, and where the more of rehabilitation and pain management I look into it. At the same time, I do a lot of corporate talk. I go for the sports events, and I go for the as a motivational speaker as a in any colleges and all the different places and different categories. It's not about only this thing. So these are the things has come up after when I have done my master's in healthcare management. So that's the thing. I could not have in this what do you say, my career has shaped after that one, I could say. So that's the reason, that is the importance I felt, it was a very good decision for me to doing what I was looking for, and that I got in that
Clearly.
exactly.
Thank you for the introduction, ma'am. I will now pass it on to my co-facilitator, Akash.
Good evening, everyone.
Akash, you are on mute.
I'm really sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And my name is Akash Sharma, and I'm a microbiologist and second year student at IHMR Bangalore. And thank you, Dr. Richa ma'am, for being with us today here. So my second question with you is, why IHMR Bangalore was your first preference?
Ma'am, you are on mute this time.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
I was in Bangalore, and so that's what I was looking for, something, and the best organization I was looking for, definitely. So I come across the IHMR, one of my relative actually, he has done from IHMR Jaipur. So the same thing, definitely I contacted him, and then I got to know about Dr. Usha ma'am too, through him only. And I was looking for something in the Bangalore because I don't wanted to change the place. So then I got to know it's in Bangalore, and that's the reason I find out this one first. And I got to know this is the best in the Bangalore. So obviously, and it was in my range also. So that was, I find it. That was my decision.
Very true, ma'am, because it's one of the NBA accredited institute also in the IT city. So over to you, Isha.
Yeah.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
we can clearly see, ma'am, that the decision turned out to be good for you.
Thank
I
you
hope
so
it does the same for us.
Definitely, definitely. You're at the right place.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And when you think of college, it's not only the placements and the career which comes to your mind. How was your college life like? Like, what is it that you remember the most about IHMR Bangalore? Was it the classroom? Was it the summer training program? Was it the faculty? What was it?
This I like, you people are forcing me to confess a lot of things then.
That is
Fine.
mission accomplished. That's the motive, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, that is there. I'm now alumni, I can, that's not a tension. I
Yeah,
have the degree
this is our
certificate.
local
Okay.
Bangalore coffee with Karan. This is all we can come up with.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like, first of all thing I'll say faculty was the amazing over there. And especially I'll say Dr. Usha ma'am, Dr. Priya ma'am, Sarla ma'am, and they have helped me a lot. I'll tell you exactly from the GD rounds only. I remember the incidents in the, even in any time, when you go for admission, how much of a confident you are, how much your marks, degree certificate and all that, where I was, 4-year experience. I was the most, but you can say my profile was there for the college admission. But still that fear was always anxiety you get. So I remember even in the GD round, Usha ma'am has made comfortable everybody, all the whole group people and all. So that was the first thing. And
She
after
continues to do that.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And a lot of her, she has very different level of the, we have a lot of connection with each other. I can say with Usha ma'am especially. And again, I'll say even principal that time when I was like, no, personal interview with him. So again, he also did the same thing where I was much more nervous because I crossed the, GD round and the next level again you go for the personal interview. And that was again, he was asked me very, softly all the questions and all very much. First, he made me comfortable and then asked to come to the point. So all these things I felt quite comfortable from that time only. Again, I was waiting for I will get finalized or no. And one thing I really wanted this college because my priority was in the Bangalore and this was the best among the Bangalore. And so I have applied in many colleges and all, but first priority was definitely this. And I was waiting for my result and all, then I got to this college and all. And after admission and all, we were like almost more than 35 students in the batch. Everybody has come from different places and all. And then I got to know I was the most, experienced in the class and all. And meanwhile, I have managed, even because of college faculty and all has helped me a lot. I was able to manage my work also parallelly. So whole day I was doing the classroom study and all, but evening I was working also in a clinic at that point of
Oh,
time.
so you were doing the dual job at that time.
Correct, correct. And so what happened first month, I thought, okay, I was in a dilemma of it will affect my study or might be, I won't be able to manage. So what I have done first, I thought, okay, I'll give a month try. If I want, I'll quit my job and continue my studies only. But
Okay.
when I went to the college, everything, and then guess, oh no, I can manage because I was already working and I was kind of multitasker since beginning. I won't suggest for everyone this thing. It works person to person differs. So I'm a kind of person since beginning, I want more, and then you give a trial and error and see I can sustain or no. So before starting, I don't quit. Like just definitely I give a good start. So that is the attitude what I had, and definitely faculty has helped. I told them all these things. They're totally fine. You see how it works for you, but definitely don't expect the extra favor and in terms of marks and all. Very clear they were. We don't know, ma'am. I'll manage and all this thing. So I just wanted to know there should not be a criteria that with the study you cannot work or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
So that has managed. First thing was that to manage. Second thing, the major, I'll say, my classmates were very supportive. I got very good match. I was lucky to get them in my class. Lot of things where I was not great into, like making PPT and all. I was not very great at that point of time. And so my team was amazing in that one for whatever reason. And I was lucky whomsoever group I was getting in the classroom team work and all. So they have helped me a lot in that one. So they were always like, why don't you learn the thing? And like, learn, I have a lot of other things to learn. Why don't you guys learn first?
Yes.
Like which, and that was managed. And other thing is, yeah, throughout the 2 years, you can say I've learned a lot. You get to learn team management, that even your classmates, how you get that also. Same time, faculty also helped you to come up to the better leader, or you can say, and they work very closely to your behavioral management plus your personality development and every category. So even Priya ma'am, Sarla ma'am, I remember there was a lot of class test and all, where personality development test and all. So you get to know about your own analysis. They have done individual analysis, and that helps you to become a better personality. Instead of taking it as a negative, I can say this is the good, good criticize that what happens in day-to-day life, we never get time to analyze ourselves. So that they have helped a lot to where means they have done the SWOT analysis on you, and then they'll okay, see, this is the things you should work on. So that helps a lot to come up with a better personality.
Yes. So you have covered up all the major points. There is one more point I would like to ask about. So what do you think about the industry exposure? Did IHMR Bangalore help you regarding that? Because Bangalore being the tech city it is,
Sure.
do you think that the location has got extra added benefits and the institution as well?
Yeah, definitely. Bangalore comes in the metro, and they have the good, you can say, sources and all, means connections and all. We got exposure to the major corporate hospitals too. Same time, we went to the healthcare NGOs also, and the small schools also, to NGO schools and all. So we got even healthcare, this thing, community health services also. We got the exposure to that one. And even government hospital visit, and also these are the thing, different sector we went. And they have taken for the Bangalore trip also for in the freshers day time. So that was also thing, whoever come from the different city and all, they get to know what is the Bangalore all about. So that is also the good thing. And where I was in Bangalore, but I was not exposed to that much in Bangalore because not getting time day to day. And that time I got
definitely.
These are definitely helps to know different areas of the healthcare. What happened once you finish your degree and you come to a job, you get monotonous kind of job, and same area you get expertise, but other area you don't even get exposed to know. So there you fail in to know the pros and cons, or to understand the other industry, the same healthcare profession only, but different categories are there. So that definitely helps a lot to everything. And they ask us to give a topic. We have to do the study and analyze the things and all. Then we come up. Then they say, okay, what is the thing? And so it's a very close analysis they do on each and every projects.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. Akash, over to you.
Yeah, so ma'am, I wanted to ask you, a few of the students, they don't have medical background, and so they come from different totally background. So IHMR offers them observership before the internship, so that they can understand the hospital things, they can understand the healthcare organization, how they work. So what are your views on it?
Yeah, so in that, first of all, I'll say choosing, if you're not even healthcare industry, not a problem. But only thing, you should have zeal, or you should have interest to jump into why you are jumping. That person should first decide. Definitely, that helps a lot to don't get confused in further. So that they should know and why they wants to come. First, that why answer, that person who wants to join, they can only answer that. Okay, so they should know it's not about copying each other and all, just what that aspect. So definitely that will help them as they're getting the observership and all these things. So they should understand. And there are, except the healthcare profession, means no need to be in healthcare background. Means there are healthcare IT, healthcare insurance and all, not necessary you should be the healthcare professional. That was my personal decision, that being a healthcare, I wanted something in a healthcare managerial skill, and also that was my point of view. But my classmates and all, they are working different industry of the healthcare, and even NGOs, and they have set up their own organization, their own NGO they are running and all that. A lot of things are there. Like, you get a lot of category and varieties to work in this in future. So you can keep changing and learning the things, and also that is easy for this. So that is it.
So clearly, it's a vast, in career-wise, it's very vast, and anyone can join the healthcare sector. It's nothing about that he or she should be from the medical background. So, ma'am, I wanted to ask you, as we are in second year now, and definitely everyone is worried about the placement. From the very first day they step in the college, and they are worried about their placement things. And this is the question everyone wants an answer, like 100% to be sure. So I wanted to ask you, what was your placement worries and how did you overcome?
So there is again two things. First of all, that worry, and first of all, will you get the placement or not? Two, both are the different aspect. Okay?
Exactly.
Definitely, college gives the 100% placement. Okay, one thing is that. Second thing, people do get worry that what category they wants to be get placed in that. That is the worry for the person. But I would say, as a personally, I was not worried. The reason is few things I was very clear about. That was the individual decision, you can say, not about the college thing and all. First of all, I was not concerned like each and every whoever company was coming and I was rushing to each and every one. What happened if you rush to the each and every category, everyone? So there is a lot of choices and also there is a chances of lack. So instead of that, you choose, and whatever the placement comes to the college, you see if you want to win that category or not. So even teacher and faculty, they have helped them to know which category is better for you, and you can jump into that one. So that has helped a lot to decide even before the placement has started, for the students to decide what category they want to be. Personally, I would say I was not worried because I was knowing the category and my priority was the Bangalore. One thing was definitely there, and healthcare IT I wanted, and definitely I got through that one. And my classmate also, and she was a good friend of mine too, and we both has got in the same company, so we were lucky enough to get that time. And yeah, so I won't say if anybody should be get worried, just they won't get placement. If they think placement will happen or no, 100% placement is definitely there. Only thing is you have to decide which category you want, that you tell prior to the teachers and faculty, whomsoever you close to, so they will guide you in that one, how you can get through that.
Yes, ma'am. So considering the time constraints
One
we
more point
have.
I would like to, sorry,
Yes,
one
ma'am,
more point I would
definitely.
like to add on this one. So it's not about the teacher and faculty and the college or company comes for the placement. One more thing I'll tell you, that 2-year study, what you do, that time you shape your career choice, everything. So you start analyzing yourself, that will help you. Other thing, nowadays, social media and a lot of things are there. Everybody search here and there, LinkedIn and all the people are aware of. And this has become compulsory and mandatory for everybody to use smartly, I would say. Not just use it, use it smartly, that is important. So from this 2-year only now, because when your resume go to anywhere now, they search you on the Google and every places and okay, how is your background? So I'll tell as a student to help from last 2 year only, you start doing, make it professional more of your social media and all these things also. Start talking about the healthcare and all these things, whatever industry that shows your interest exactly. So don't go for the placement as just for a job purpose. I'll suggest you see what you're interested in. You portray yourself in that category you want to be. So that will help the whoever organization or placement industry gonna pick you up. So they can also have a better impression of yours. So make the internet visibility is matters nowadays.
Yes.
So that I'll suggest you from that 2 year you start doing in that work. That will also help you to get connected to the whatever industry and follow the categories whomsoever you interested in. So they're the leaders whoever doing the best in that one. So that will be help you in the learning also. Same time that will help you whatever the placement time, your question and all those things. So that was.
Yes, ma'am. So considering the time constraints we have, we still managed to pick up one repeated question from our viewers and our listeners, which is, if you have to answer in a nutshell, why did you not choose to go ahead with masters in physiotherapy after your graduation and management? Like, why this and not that?
Okay, that is again, there is nothing wrong in doing masters in physiotherapy. That is not the thing. Again, that was my personal choice. What I felt, because I wanted something, my own entrepreneurial journey I wanted to start. It's my own boss, you can say, and
Yes.
all the aspects. So that's what I felt. Master's degree would have been add me few more theoretical aspect and again the practical, and I'll be same industry and all. So I wanted to understand the healthcare insurance. When you work as your own, organization, if you have to run, you have to understand the, whatever you can say from, employee aspect, you have to understand the CEO, marketing, and how you're going to implement, execute the things and all. So that would not have been come in masters in physiotherapy when I would have been done for myself. So that's what, because I was working, that's what first 4 year I worked. I wanted to see what I want to do in masters. Then only I decided my masters. So what I do first, that my way to understand my own.
Yes, ma'am. So basically your mantra was be your own boss.
Correct.
Yes. So one very quick question, ma'am. What is the difference between healthcare industry and other industries? What is this one particular thing which separates the healthcare industries from the other?
As in India, it's like, second highest population country, and where you can say there's a healthcare, if you talk about, there's a 3 category of population, I would say. So in healthcare overall, I'm talking about, 2% of population of India is aware of each and everything, and they can avail anything in terms of cost, whatever you say.
Yes,
And
please.
if they are not even knowing, if you'll tell them, they won't ask you for the cost and also they can avail anything, anytime, tertiary care to anything. So that is one. Another 15 to 20% of population who is SOS category, means when they need the healthcare service, they'll think of and know, then they'll do R&D, then decide yes or no, I should go for not. Means it's need based. Another 80% is depend upon totally, they are not aware of, you can say, they do not know about the healthcare. It's not still in the priority list in there. It's like not even, you can say, healthcare is still an expense instead of the investment. So whoever healthcare professional, they know what is the difference of the, expense and the investment of the being a patient. So that's the reason. So it's a difficult challenges. And again, in India, we say whatever is not visible is difficult to sell the things and all. But again, I'll say health should not be take it as a sell or a buyer, sell or a buyer concept should not be a customer or a provider. This thing, this is more of again novel industry. But again, if you understand the healthcare, hospital, how it hospital runs, clinic, anything and all, what the expenses, why the is coming more costly and all. So my aim was to bring something, in Indian scenario, and I chose to be work in India. That was my personal sense, not that I didn't get the opportunity to work abroad and all. The reason is I want to bring something, where it works for the Indian population, the major population. If anything solution, if you look for the solution, if you cannot bring something for the larger scale population, if you want target and think of that, you can never ever say ki healthcare is growing industry and all. Everybody talking about the healthcare is growing industry and a lot of, things are there. Definitely there is demand and there is supply chain, there's a difference. So that bridge gap, the person who will do the healthcare management, they will understand how they can, that gap is there that they can bridge it actually. Because lot of things to do on the healthcare insurance is there, healthcare IT people to understand. And again, the floor work, everything is there. Understanding this marketing and all is different than any other thing.
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
Fine.
So lots of your viewers are thanking you for your guidance and suggestion. We will be taking their questions later, but according to the time constraints, over to you, Akash. Let's move to the next question.
Okay. Thank you, Isha. So ma'am, from being from a regular job, from 10 to 5 job to an entrepreneur and be your own boss. So what was your master stroke?
In IHMR aspect or the personal aspect? Then again, you have to clarify.
Both.
Okay.
Well, like
okay.
how in the way IHMR helps you, so you can tell.
And shape my career, yeah.
Yes.
So yes, so what happens? So definitely IHMR has helped a lot. As I told you, first of all, faculty has helped me a lot, and they are very much of work individually. I can say they don't take you. Okay, fine, you are the student. 2 saal padhai kiya and let's go back. So they literally work closely with you and make you understand the things. And that helps a lot to from 2 years, the day you start the college and after 2 years you really feel like still to continue the study. So like that kind of the environment they create among us. And I remember there's attendance and all was definitely concerned and all. So I've managed that too. So I was personally, I was kind of calculative person in the sense I was knowing 75%, 20% I have to balance the how class and all module. So I was calculating that way. And
you just gave us an idea.
Yeah, so you can maintain the 80% and I'll give you the exactly how you can work. So master's study always, module wise gets finished. Okay, so 1 week you have to study. So in 1 week, if you miss 1 day also, it's like gone. You are after that your marks will be go down. So that was a bigger challenge because that doesn't happen in the graduation. In my graduation, I do not know about now.
We are going to tell all the faculty members that you taught us this.
Yeah, this is my lesson to the students. So only in one whole course, try to be only the one lecture in a day you can miss, either first or last. So generally it happens if you're coming, you might can get late or some morning priorities are there or something, evening you have cropped up, you have to go somewhere and late. So only one class you can miss in a day. That's maximum throughout the one module. That to be, in a week time because the module gets over within 2 weeks. So maximum, 5 classes you can miss. So 5 classes, you remember the 5 lectures, not the 5 days or something, not even 1 day.
Okay,
ma'am. Great. So that is the tips from me learning. That was the learning for me. I have managed my attendance. Okay. And second thing and all, faculty definitely, as I told you, help and all. And because if you want to run your own organization, you have to understand the CEO aspect and your how you're going to implement and execute the things, what you need, team building, behavioral management, all this definitely require. SWOT analysis about your own organization. What is the, you can say, blue ocean market and the, red ocean markets. All that if you understand, then only your business you can, think of. There is chances of fail and success. That is different scenario. But first, you understanding what you want to do, you can shape that direction. So that will be helpful. And third thing, definitely employee attitude. You have to understand. And also, if you any studies or this thing, you never will get to learn that behavioral management and all, organizational behavior. So how much ever smart you are in some technically in any work, not necessarily you can be very great team builder. Okay, so team building, and otherwise that person becomes toxic for the organization and there won't be the growth. So all that understanding will come with this course if you do. So these are the things definitely helped me a lot to understand teamwork and how to handle, like we were 35 classmates and we were quite good in all the class were, this thing. So that to understand everybody, if you like or not, and how you can work with them. So they were giving different group activities. So in group activity, first I thought, okay, fine, 5 people only will be throughout the 2 year, we'll manage. So no, it doesn't happen like that. Every lecture they change the groups and all. So
Yes,
that you need to adjust, how you're gonna adjust and to that person, whoever might be like or not like and all. So you have to finish the task. So in the team, you get to know whoever expertise in that task, let's finish that task.
Yes, ma'am.
The task was getting faster, finish all that learning we come with that. And so ego classes and all they come down. You
That
start
definitely
learning
happens.
that there is a difference in ego and the self-respect and all this. And that
Yes,
very much
ma'am.
gap, confidence and overconfidence gap, you understand. So again, the emotional balance and the organizational behavior, all these things you keep aside, and that all this thing managed.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
you get to learn.
So we actually have couple of surprises for you.
Yeah.
The first one is, do you know that Usha ma'am is also listening to this call?
Oh. So sorry.
For all the viewers, Usha ma'am is our madam director. Ma'am, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah.
So you just saw, ma'am, how we got the idea of bunking classes, right? We got it from our
Sorry, ma'am, for
senior.
hearing this only. I was not aware of that. You were there.
This is not our idea, ma'am.
We'll be implementing that idea in second year, ma'am.
Extremely sorry, ma'am.
And there is a second surprise. So our Akash, he did some research in brackets talking about you, and he has got a very pleasant surprise for you, Akash. Over to you.
Yeah, I would like to request Deepashri ma'am, please share your screen.
What is that even, which I do not know. I'm curious to know now.
That is why it is a surprise, ma'am.
Oh.
No, not this. Give it a moment.
Just give me a moment.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you so much.
So, guys, these are the achievements of our ma'am, Dr. Richa Singh ma'am. So, ma'am, first I would like to congratulate you on your Perfect Awareness with Perfect Bounce Leadership Award.
Thank you so much. It's like really pleasant surprise. I was not knowing you.
Hey, I wish
so
I
much.
could ask everyone to clap, but then nobody can. So,
No
yay.
worries.
Yeah.
No worries. Thank you.
So, what were you feeling when you were receiving this award? Can you tell us the feeling, that nostalgia you were feeling at that time?
Definitely, I would like to share. These are the very big moments in anyone's life. And I would say when I was joined the IHMR, I never assumed I will reach this level. And I won't say this is the last. This is the start for everybody. And for many people have been done much more better than this thing. But yes, Usha ma'am know me personally, so she knows that whenever I never thought that moment. I could not even imagined beyond this thing. So definitely, Usha ma'am and college has helped me a lot to reach this level.
And clearly you took the healing power to the grassroots levels, and you have contributed to the healthcare sector a lot. So there's a second slide now. So can we go to the second slide, please? Okay.
Oh.
So tell me about this feeling on a cover paper of a
Definitely, ma'am.
magazine.
Akash is very good at it.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So how does it feel to be on a cover of a magazine as a power lady of physiotherapy?
This was definitely the moment of life. And even when I was first time done, I remember even for the physiotherapy industry, our president of Indian Association of Physiotherapists and all, they have congratulated me and blessed me that time. And even I remember I shared with Usha ma'am this time, and they have taken out the printout and put it on their notice board and to tell them. So that was a very big moment for me. And especially Satish sir has shared with me that. Okay, and it was like very different feeling for when you get so much of value from your professors and all this, and they also feel good about your students. So that definitely anything good happens, I personally share with Usha ma'am. So that is the thing I'll say.
So does it feel like a celebrity, because clearly we healthcare students want to take an autograph from you?
Definitely, whoever wants to be like, celebrity, definitely that is. But personally, I'll tell you, celebrity feeling is quite different. What we think now, when I reach that, I can say. And many people have done much more. So it's become, after a certain level, it's become a burden, actually, what I'll say. So because you have to be also, every work gets judgmental at that level. So you have to be perfectionist, become, toward the perfection, you have to keep working much more hard. So it looks very much of, from far away to, easy and reaching that level of your after that done. But no, actually from there you start, actually. So whoever wants to reach this level, so actually you're going to start with from there. So that's the reason.
So I mean, next alumni meet, I'm clearly going to take one autograph from you. Right, Aisha?
Definitely. We hope to see her very soon in person.
Yeah.
So,
can you go to the third slide?
we have multiple questions in our head, but then we can discuss them later. So right now, one of our visitors has asked a very interesting question.
I can't hear you.
Isha, your voice is not audible.
I can't hear you, Isha.
I think ma'am, some problem is there. So one of our visitors wanted to ask you, so what other skills for a healthcare career one should develop in lockdown period?
Specifically in lockdown.
Yeah.
Means they they want to join and ask, or they are already pursuing the healthcare? That's what they want to know.
Students like us, we are already in the mid of the course.
Yeah, so as I told you, I was not very great in PPT and all that. I think you people are much more better than me, what I was, if you have made, especially Akash, if you have made this one and all. So, and yes, now a lot of, you can say even, first of all, depend upon your interest, to more of learning a technical skill you try to learn, and whatever topics you feel you are weak into that and you were not getting sufficient time for that one, that you can utilize right now, you can focus on that one. Or if you're pursuing right now, whatever the next module you are, and you can analyze yourself right now, before whenever the placement and all will start and all, okay, this is the free time. So all the subject, whatever your interest. So generally what happens in the beginner, we say 3-4 categories. Means if you say 3-4 categories you are interested in, that means you're not sure on your own only that what you want. Yes, so better is that also you come up to level where the 2 only. So if you'll come to the 2 only, then it's easy for you to decide and choose, what you want to do. So technically you can learn a lot of things and all more. Read a lot about the topics, whatever you are interested into this thing, go into depth of that one. So whatever the classroom study, what happened, that helps you to overview of that thing. If you want to go in the depth, you can, as you can understand, in 2 weeks, only one module gets finished. So already you're doing, so you know how much work and task is there. Definitely. So that is not enough time. So this is the right time when you can, whatever the subject you have missed or something, wherever you felt like, you could even work more in time, so that you can work, and technically you can work much more, free time. And you can do more of analysis, I would suggest, because this is the industry of the analysis is much more important than what you just mugging up the book. I won't suggest you to mug up a lot in the book and all. I suggest you to analyze and find out your own interest also at the same time.
Yes, ma'am. So basically not just gain theoretical knowledge, but gain some practical knowledge, real life knowledge as well.
Correct.
Thank you so
much. And your networking, you can make the networking right now. That
yes,
also
just sending you the LinkedIn request, ma'am. 5 minutes.
No, not with me. Whoever is much better than me.
Why not start with you?
Okay.
Akash?
So ma'am, in third slide, you were supporting the wheelchair cricket team. So when was it, and what was your journey through it? So sorry, how different was it?
Okay, yeah, again, as I told you, I was a bachelor's in physiotherapy, and also definitely still I'm pursuing with the physiotherapy clinical aspect. So how it has helped for me, I wanted something in a physiotherapy, but again, I take a short-term kind of thing. Means I want to help whoever really need. So they are the wheelchair cricketers. So this I have chose to be, somebody with more of, differently able and all to help them. So I have a lot of blade runners whom I help. So they are with the prosthetics and all. They have done a lot of running and all. So I help them, and whoever in disabled category and they're performing weightlifting and all these things. So I wanted that category to help because they are in need of. If you serving the normal category who can afford everything and all, there's no harm. They are also needy. I won't say it's a healthcare, so healthcare for everyone. So So when we talk about the healthcare, everyone, and being in Indian industry, like in India, so that was my choice. And this was again the international event where wheelchair cricket, this has happened in Kolkata, but they have a match with the Nepal and Bangladesh that time. And again, this was supposed to happen in the 2020 also, but could not happen. But yeah, in 2019, this event has happened. So that's
clearly when you are changing the healthcare aspects and supporting such a team at an international level, it sends a really good message.
true.
Must be a great
So-
experience, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you. Definitely. And
So
we also
what do you
get learn
usually-
a lot from them, how they handle and manage closely the things and all. How difficult is day to day, and then also they're making an effort to play on ground where the they are not getting sufficient sponsor and all these things, because other sports and all they're getting much more
Yes,
visibility. So that's what I want to help the categories where they are not getting much of visibility and all these things. So that is my purpose, to serve in the healthcare again at the same time. So I'm doing my health aspect work only, but differently serving.
I think Deepashri ma'am is sharing.
Deepashri
some
ma'am is
screen with
sharing
us.
something. Yeah.
Okay, to fill in the gap.
Isha, you can ask your public. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Akash. So I think we are all done with the question and answer now. And we had the time constraint of 30 minutes, but obviously you are way too interesting to complete or finish the session in 30 minutes.
Punctuality is also learning from masters.
Next time, ma'am, this is the first try, no first attempt.
We'll try to have next session of 1 hour.
Yes, that is another thing we can do. Deepashri ma'am, are you there?
Yeah.
So ma'am, how is this lockdown treating you? How are you keeping up with your business and with your work and your personal life and everything?
Actually, in terms of time, if you say, I haven't felt that I had nothing to do, but yeah, first few days was definitely sudden routine change has affected, because you get used to one routine day-to-day activity and all that has affected initially. But I quickly switched to a lot of other things, which was my pending work. So first 1 week I finished all that things, a lot of my calls and everything and all. Few things I have kept it folders and all in my laptop and the Kindle, but I could not finish that. I have finished in a week time period. So that was first week has gone in that. From next week, I started scheduling my other things again, whatever thing, as I told about my networking. So whatever the few contacts and all whom I could have used, but I was not getting time to use. And I got to know even they must be free. So I start using that one. And in between only many of my IHMR classmates only have called, and recently we got time finally after ages. We discussed about our college nostalgia and everything. So that's the thing. And then I started working on the things which for my organization I needed. And yeah, definitely webinars and all these things. And same way, like, today also I got opportunity from, from college to talk about this thing. So definitely. So I have done a lot of things in between. So I don't think it's affected. And in future also, whoever can keep busy themselves, that again is an art. So you have to learn how to keep busy yourself in the things. It's just a matter of switching. How we say energy never dies, it just transforms. So same time also keep changing, only it doesn't die. If you can survive, definitely you can do wonder. So that way. So think in that aspect, so that will be useful.
So one light question for you. What are your hobbies? As you can see, many of the people, they are posting cooking photos, they're making dishes and they're doing everything. So what are your hobbies and what have you done in this lockdown? Like,
hobbies are also definitely cooking has become the daily routine now. I won't say that is hobby. You have to be
well, apart
choose
from
it
that.
or no. But there is no harm. But I'm wondering one thing, that India, why people are highlighting the cooking. In India,
Yeah.
especially the women have, first thing before the schooling, I say we start entering the kitchen as, small helps and all, serving the water to family and, so all these things. So it was not something different for I think in Indian scenario, other countries I cannot say, but in India is for any ladies like normal task day to day. And suddenly this time I am seeing from last 5 years, finally women has lot thing doing and daily routine and all. So this time it's become so much of an highlighted that, cooking as something, differently.
No, this time the dishes are different, no, ma'am. This is not the plain roti sabzi we are used to eating. Like this time, everybody is making like very detailed and gourmet food and everything.
Even myself, I
That
cook
means they're
pancakes.
enjoying. They were not getting time to explore these things. Finally, they're getting to know that, they're knowing all these things, and also that's a good thing. Otherwise, they were dependent upon the outside. So they might be forgot some recipes to cook and all. And now YouTube is there. So anybody can, use that and learn anything and all.
What is
So
a new
I
thing
think
which
being
you
in
have
metro
picked
town,
up
we
in the
haven't get much
lockdown?
affected in terms of ingredient and also definitely
Yes,
it's an easy
yes.
task.
All the essentials are available. That is one thing. Is there something new you picked up during the lockdown period?
No, I won't say new, but yeah, definitely because I was not getting much of time. So that's the thing. Definitely, I got sufficient time to cook some more. So that definitely I have done. But again, I am not very much a fan of the cooking, and I would like to explore more and more. No, that is not the thing. I can utilize more into the learning of, you can say, reading the book more and more. So I have a habit of, more of deep analysis of a lot of things, and also whatever the thing I
Is there a
think,
book
okay,
you're
I should.
reading recently?
I have learned the belief of biology. I have learned, the things which you never get to learn in the medical school.
Okay.
Talent code. I already have read few books, but few books I like to read again and again. And there's a book, No Limits, I have learned. So it's about, how you can, motivate yourself, like yourself instead of others. So that was that.
Okay. So, ma'am, there is this one very interesting question from one of our viewers, Kritika Sarkar. She is asking, what is the scope of public health sector in the current times, considering COVID-19? Do you think there will be more scope in the public health sector?
If people talking about the scope in India, there is a plenty of scope. It's just that they are not able to visualize it. I mean, they are not able to see that, long-term thing vision. So they are just thinking of if the job aspect still there is, and there's a lot of things where they have to enter and start creating the work and all. So that possibility is also there in India, because that is, I'll say, public health and all is the most, you can say, is underdeveloped area in the healthcare especially. So we are targeting mainly, if you say talk about healthcare we talk about, so all the tertiary care hospital and corporate hospital we talk about, that is only in the metros.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
Indian population is not only in the metros. Think about that 80% of population were in tier 2, tier 3 city and the rural areas. Because I have worked in the rural healthcare too. So I can see there's a lot of, demand, but there is no supply chain at all. So that's the reason there is n number of scope is over there. You can start from the, children's age group. You can divide on the age group also. You can work on the public health. There are like women healthcare where you can work on, and even educative program where you educate them in the healthcare. What is the healthcare priority? As in India, like, earlier days, it was only the food shelter was the priority. Now the education has also become the priority. So that way you can go ahead with this thing. So definitely there's a number of things to do over there. So you can categorize and find out your interest and you choose, and that you can explore more and more.
Okay, thank you so much for the insight, ma'am. And the slides have started now.
Slides are back.
Yes, finally.
Deepashi ma'am, can you go to the next slide? This we have already done. Okay. So ma'am, these are the few news clips we have pasted it here. And so I wanted to ask you, like, from a, from a famous institute, like going to the international. So how was, like, what was the difficulties and what were the opportunities you have, you were dealing with?
I won't say difficulties exactly, but only thing is everything has different challenges, but I enjoy the challenges. So for me, it was comparatively, for me, what happened, the things has come quite easily, I can say. Only thing, how I have talked about anything solution oriented. So problem comes with the solution, but you have to look for the solution. Like now in the COVID-19, many people have find out their solution, right? So many people are still cribbing. So that is different scenario. So, and these are the things, because I was interested in the lot of courses, and also I have come up with the dry needling. I practice a lot. That is again one technical thing in the physiotherapy. But that I have come up well, and that I went for the teach the other students, and also I do travel different countries and Indian different states and all to teach the dry needling. So for that purpose, and really I was lucky to get through. I remember, and I have applied for the AIMS CBSE medical when I was after 12th, and I could not get through. So that was my thing that I could not get through. But this was in AIMS Patna, and Patna is my hometown too. And same time I got opportunity to be in AIMS. So that was, I was really like lucky enough to get that. So I felt finally AIMS has invited me to as a lecturer. So that was very big day for me. And yeah, this I have done in Singapore. So being from India, practice and learning, and it was really different. What do you say? Exposure you get, and you get to know this. What I have noticed for India, I'll say from my perspective, people think going to different country and working is a big status symbol, something. For personal aspect, I'll say no. Really, working in India is much more learning and interesting, and you can say easy also same time. A lot of things you get easily available and all. So if you're working in different countries, there is different perspective and all. So that is, I suggest you better to choose to be in India. But that is good for to get explore and learn more and more about different culture and behavior and everything and their attitude and so that.
These are the few pics here from the Jammu in Bihar.
Yeah.
So this was a community service, right?
Yeah, I have treated 276 patients in 3 days. This is something very different thing I would like to share about this event actually. So I'd suggest whoever is student, they should know about this. This was actually my family event I went for last year. And after 10 years, I went to my village. Jammu is my native place. And after 10 years, I went to my village. So from 10 years, people were not knowing about me, what I'm doing. I was kind of busy in my own career and this thing. So I was not much connected with everyone in my family at all. So they were not knowing much, and they don't understand about the physiotherapy and healthcare much, as it's a rural area, and they're not much more exposed to this thing. So, and this has come at the family event, and after that 2 days, I kept to just meet the people and all. And suddenly, what happened? Few relatives I just treated because they were in pain and all. So I thought, let's do something, and treat, so they will also feel good. Okay, something she's doing something at least at her level. So I wanted to help them at that level, and then they went out and told everyone, okay, she has done, and I'm feeling good. So after that, what happened? Without LC, this is something very different in when you work in the rural area and when you work in the metro town. So there was with the zero marketing, I can say, and I've treated 276 patients just because of the word of mouth. The word has spread, and from more than 10 villages, people have come to get the treatment. And this 3 days routine was like morning 4 a.m. I was starting, and night 1 a.m. I have finished in 3 days. Like first time in my, I could not get time to have bath. My mom was feeding me indirectly, okay, fine. And my hand was busy because I was the only physio over there, and my cousins were not in same profession and all, but they were helping me to handling the crowd and all these things. So
that
everybody
is really
was
amazing,
telling me,
ma'am,
why
because
don't you stop and why don't you just refuse? And this was totally free, and also they were telling refuse. So what I told you, as I do give my best to try to be. And for me, as in college, when I was studying, I was working also. So that time always I managed 16 hours of routine always. So that I won't say suggest for everyone is normal. For me, that normal called as. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So that
And
way
actually,
I have
ma'am,
thought, okay,
sorry,
I'll give
I
my
would...
good this thing trial, and I managed.
Yes, ma'am. And that is really amazing, ma'am, because all of us, we think and we talk of giving it back to the community, but not everyone is able to do that. You are doing your part. That was a very amazing experience you have shared with us. Akash?
Yeah, so I'll suggest for the students, everyone to give a good trial before giving up for anything.
Definitely,
Might be that was not my previous experience, but I thought we just give a trial. And
definitely, ma'am. We'll for sure remember that.
Oh, these are the again different perspective.
So,
I'm really surprised at how you find out these pics.
As I told you, ma'am, Akash is very
I
good at
think
it.
you have literally done enough of R&D on the social media. Now you got to know
Definitely.
how the social media helps you to share
This is how we are
paparazzi.
utilizing. This is how we are utilizing the lockdown period. And I'm really sorry to interrupt both of you and the session.
Yeah, so that's my village pic.
Oh, cute kids.
So these are your kids.
And yeah, so these are the things, and everything, and yeah, so whole thing.
Yes,
So
and thank you so much, Dr. Richa.
Work and all. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am, again. Akash, is there something we want to talk about, or should we close the webinar now?
I think because of the time strength, we need to move forward. So
yes, I hope, ma'am, you won't mind us connecting with you and our viewers and our listeners connecting with you so that we have more time in our hands to ask more questions.
Definitely, you can have.
It was definitely an amazing experience talking to you, Dr. Richa. And we really hope to see you sometime at the college actually, so that we can talk to you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
One-on-one.
Definitely would like to be. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for being a part of this. And we hope to continue with such talks with talented people from IHMR Bangalore. Thank you so much for being a part and hope to see you all again soon. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
in
Thank you,
future.
ma'am. Thank you, Akash. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Have a good day.